everyone, it's me, Missy. How's everybody doing? Just here on a Sunday afternoon, just hanging out, wanted to do some gardening. And first and foremost, I want to thank everybody on my various social media accounts who have wished me a happy birthday this week. And I got a lot of them. I still haven't had an opportunity to go through them all, but I will hopefully very soon. And but please, thank you so much. And it really was a happy birthday this year. I really got a lot of, I had a lot of fun, got some important things done. This was a very productive week. And we've had a nice little recovery from a productive week, so we're doing good. Things are copacetic here, here at Planet Missy. So anyway, I hope you're well. And I decided tonight what I wanted to do is I wanted to go ahead and show you another of my gardening tools and show you how it's used and everything. So I'm going to use, John got me this past Christmas a grow light, and I absolutely love it. When I first got it, John, it was like the last thing I opened, you know, like the really cool thing that that he really put some thought into. We kind of do that with each other every Christmas when we open gifts. The last one is always the pièce de résistance, as it were. So I hope that's right. But anyway, he got me a grow light, and I looked at it, and I kind of gave him a what gives look. And he's like, it'll help you grow things indoors. And I thought, well, okay, I might get some use of it when we, if we have another frost, which we did, and it still, I'm sad to say, remained unopened at that point. But then one weekend I was just kind of bored and hanging out here, like first thing in the morning, like I like to do on the weekends. And I took it out, started looking at it. I was like, well, you know what? That might be a good way to both have the stability of growing things in dirt, so you have proper aeration, and also to have a good light source. So maybe a good way to grow indoors. So I've been very pleasantly surprised with how they've come about in the things we've grown. I mean, I've used it for a lot of sunflowers. This morning, before the rains hit, before the scorching hot hit, and then after that, of course, the rains hit. Before that, I was out and I was planting sunflower shoots that I've gotten from the things I've grown with the grow light, and so I was out there just planting them because this is kind of the perfect weather, and I have some really good spots in my backyard where I just have access to direct sunlight. Hopefully, I'll be able to take you guys out there pretty soon to show all of you. But yeah, it's great for growing things quickly. In fact, I'll probably do a follow-up video in a couple days to take you guys out here and show you where we are, because I'm going to grow marigolds using the grow light and dirt. This is at the request of my husband. Hi, baby, per your request. Because I was thinking, because I was at the garden store today, and I was like, what in the world am I going to get? And to grow for everybody, because it's like, this is kind of a weird season because it's about to be really hot. It's too hot, therefore, for tomatoes, and cucumbers probably much the same, but yet it's not far enough into the season to be looking at pumpkins and squash. So I decided marigolds might be a good idea because they are a wildflower. They're easy to grow and they're relatively easy to plant. So that's all an advantage. So let me see here. And I will move, of course, yes, I will move the camera down. My apologies for my lack of, this is another example where you have to take the gloves off because you gotta get down there. So I have here, I'm just using, again, regular, I'm not gonna name the brand, but regular moisture control soil, which is very good for projects like this. And then I need something to scoop it with, so I'm gonna reach up here to my table. I've gotten, hold on a second. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grow marigolds under the grow light. I have here just a recycled planter like this. I mean, yeah, it's not the high-tech stuff, and it's not, the top of the line, but the key is to start somewhere. And I have something to put under it because I'm going to be putting this directly on the floor. I have under my workbench, I keep the grow light there. I have a garbage bag under that, and so that's at least what I'm doing. Do what you think it will work best for your situation. This is our room, and if it gets even the slightest bit, we have tile here, and if it even gets the slightest bit muddy, it looks horrible. And so at any rate, let's see here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start out. Guess this would be the perfect time to move the camera to show you guys what we're doing here. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Anyway, we did have a really good birthday. We went to the zoo. Well, first of all, I had lunch with some of my best friends. Not everybody, but you know, some really great people were there. So we all went out for lunch together, and it was a nice little time of conversation and friendship and gifts, and all you came out. Thanks for coming out. And then we went to the zoo because the zoo offers a 55 and over discount. So naturally, I was right there. Did not make it into TJ Maxx that day because I'm really disappointed because I was really looking forward to that 55 plus 10% they give on Mondays. So and I'm just gonna, I guess I'll fill these up to, let's see if you can see. And, you know, just, I'm not gonna be using anything like, you know, compost or anything on it because, you know, this is just an experiment. I just want to show you guys how fast you can grow something with a grow light. Like I said, if you want to keep your floor nice, of course you're going to want to put something under this because you cannot grow anything without aeration, which means, I mean, when you see somebody, whenever I go into like a discount store or something like that, and I see someone trying to sell a flower pot with nothing, like basically a cup, you can't do that. Why? Because you have to have aeration. The water has to get out. Otherwise, the roots will go bad and you will not have a plant for very long. When plant, that's my understanding, the ones that really do well, that kind of thing, are cacti. Let's see here. Just want to get these, because I'm going to pack these down pretty tight. Everybody else have a good 3-day weekend and holiday? A memorable holiday? Importance. Let's see, almost there. Now put the clothes back on. Yes, I do have an exercise bike behind me in here in this room, of course, because it is the screen enclosure. You often have a place where it becomes de facto storage. So even though it gets so hot out here in the summertime and so cold by Florida standards here in the wintertime, there's no way in the world I would work out here. It's just, you know, maybe if we got one of those really nice AC units that I could, but I have my treadmill exactly where I need it, 20 steps from where I sleep. I had the exercise bike a while back. I will use it, I would bring it inside whenever I would have a situation where I couldn't run for whatever reason, because it is a good alternative. Just get it really nice and tight down there. Okay. I want a little more. Because the thing is, you're going to keep adding water and you're going to keep adding water. And because of that, the soil, of course, is going to contract. And at some point might expose your roots, which is not a good thing. Okay, that's about where I am on that. At least I'm honest. Anyway, that's how I've got it looking. All right. I've never even seen marigold seeds, so I don't even know what we're working with here. They're really tiny. Oh yeah. They're like wildflowers, which, I mean, that makes sense because they are a part of most wildflower packs. I have been trying for the past, I'd say about 3 months to grow wildflowers. I want to do like, we have a back area underneath a tree in our backyard where I wouldn't really think to plant vegetables because I worry about, I just worry about doing that and being too close to chemicals and what have you. So what I've been doing is just growing wildflowers out there to serve as a good pollinator. And I mean, it must be working because I have gotten a banner year for blooms. I just picked a bunch of serrano peppers this morning, and so it must be helping. And I really want to grow bees. I'm just pinching a couple of them. I mean, I'm not sure really how many. Theoretically, I could, well, let me just see if I have some left over. Yeah, I'm going to have some left over. I'll just plant those later on. I just want to get something going just to show all of you. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a little more soil on top. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this grow light, I just think the world of it. And you might get a bonus video at some point this week because my hydro, the one we've had in the guest room in our house is completely on the fritz. I have a second one that I keep out here, but honestly, maybe I'm an idiot to even think of putting it out here, but I just thought it would be a good way to do it, but I haven't gotten anything off of it. So I'm thinking just take that one, put it in the guest room, see what's wrong with the other one, and if we had more space in the guest room, I'd put both of the hydros in the guest room just for now because, I'll tell you in a later stream about another crazy thing I've done with the hydro. Last year we had a cucumber plant that literally spiraled up the top almost to the ceiling. I was thinking about making a great Halloween joke out of it. Anyway, here we are. We've got marigolds planted in each of those little 12 spots. And then, I hope you can see it from here. This is the grow light. It's basically, I mean, I don't know anything about voltage or what have you, but I mean, it's just one of these kind of things. So, I put this down there underneath again. Twist tie, yay! And then I take this and I need to put it right on there so that it's directly under and that none of it is touching, even though I have a garbage bag underneath, a piece of tarp. I just want to make sure that none of it can drip, because if it does, John will not be happy. Anyway, he sends his best. Let's see here. So then you I have enough water here. Okay, yeah, just a little bit. I'm the type, I overwater. I guess for me, it's because my love language is action, and like if I miss a day or two or something happens, I feel bad. But anyway, and then just turn on the light, and the light will stay on for probably overnight. And this is, like I said, it's Sunday evening. It's around 6:45, I would say. And so, I mean, we'll see where we are in a couple days. But anyway, Anyway, here we are again. I'm Missy, and this is another gardening video. And if you are watching this on a platform that allows it, if you like what you're seeing here, please like and subscribe. I hope to have more videos coming out soon. And I hope you all have a fantastic weekend and a wonderful start to your new month, Take care. Bye-bye.